So Jan Jensen, Hooper back in the day, doing her thing on the sideline. First season in charge. And you see that record, 7-0, best start for Iowa in 7 years. And the fourth best start season in program history. Meanwhile, Amber Whiting, who was also quite the player back in the day, she's coaching at her alma mater of BYU. In her third season, her Cougars looking for the second-ranked win under Amber Whiting's leadership. They beat Baylor last season.
Yeah, Coach Whiting let us know that her program is getting better and better every year. They're setting a new standard and trying to achieve some really high expectations, which they welcome.
BYU looking for a signature win. Iowa trying to stay undefeated on the season. And they right away go inside to O'Grady, but it's turned over. And Davenport couldn't bring it in. Let's take a look at the Iowa starting five. It's the same lineup as yesterday, and ice, the big storyline for the Hawkeyes, Lucy Olson, who is out once again. We heard that she was a light participant in shoot-around after suffering a knee laceration earlier in the week, unavailable today for the Hawkeyes.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, and you're seeing the effects for the Hawkeyes early of not having their primary ball handler on the floor.
BYU looking to build off of a 63-51 win over Rice. Pull-up jumper, Condon rims out, and an outlet to Stremlo. Backdoor feed. Here's Stuelke from distance. Hannah Stuelke, her first made triple of the season.
Nice. Really a nice drive and baseline drift pass, and Stuelke stepped into that one with confidence.
Iowa head coach Jan Jensen told us Stuelke's been working on that three ball as they've transitioned her from a 5 last season back to the 4 as Gibb knocks down the first. Gibb yesterday, 20 points, was 7 of 12 from the field. Leads this team about 18 points per game for the freshman from Canada.
Yeah, she's been a terrific addition, just playing wise beyond her years.
Straight on. That three rims out, tapped around, and heads down to BYU. This is an Iowa team that loves to work it inside with Addi O'Grady, who has had a breakout season for the Hawkeyes. As Whiting works inside, and Whiting rattles it in.
Whiting is a really good driver, crafty.
Bierbach, and it heads the opposite way. Another Iowa turnover. BYU a 1-point lead early. They have made Iowa uncomfortable, and that was the issue for the Hawkeyes yesterday, having to navigate things without the primary ball handler and Lucy Olson, as Davenport puts it up and in.
Tough finish from Davenport.
Change for Iowa, Aaliyah Guyton on the floor, the freshman who had a big day yesterday. Free throws for Hannah Stuelke. 74% from the line this season, knocks down the first. Her progress as a free throw shooter has been tremendous. 46% as a freshman, 63% last year, and 74% and counting this season. Followed her mom to BYU. Whiting. Inside, kick out. Gibb doesn't get the shot off. And a whistle. Falter, floater, that is short, follows her own shot. Here's Guyton, freshman with a lot of hype, and deservedly so.
Yeah, it's really cool when you see these stories just of a parent and child being able to experience these moments together, and Coach Whiting telling us that it makes the wins that much sweeter when you get to celebrate them with your daughter.
Guyton knocks down both, and she specifically cited that Baylor win last season as that sweet moment. That was the last time, that was the only time that BYU has taken down a ranked team under Amber Whiting, hoping to add to that ledger today. And a takeaway from the Hawkeyes. Stuelke penetrates. Stuelke lays it in. And her ability to drive to the basket, so underrated.
Yeah, we were chatting with Jan Jensen. You know, she was mentioning Hannah Stuelke's growth and her versatility and wanting to shoot the three a little bit more. And I had told her that I think if she adds a three to her game, she could resemble a Satu Sabli, a forward for the Dallas Wings. That is just one of the most versatile players you'll find in the WNBA.
Saw Stuelke knock down a triple earlier this quarter, her first made three of the season, as she locates Guyton underneath. Kick out, catch and shoot. Barber flanks it. Stuelke gets downhill, kick out. Guyton catch and fire, buries it. Aaliyah Guyton, the standout recruit out of Illinois. Great basketball pedigree.
So yeah, she was born to hoop, John.
That is for sure. I was certainly glad to have her. Here is the corner pop. That is off. Whiting is the rebounds. Whipped inside. Barber was on the baseline, and a BYU turnovers. Here's Stremlo, another one of those freshmen for Iowa. Falter. Extra feed. Here's McCabe. No breathing room to get a shot off. Twirls towards the sideline, and it's taken away by Barber. Whiting underneath, and she is fouled. 2 free throws for Amari Whiting, 60% free throw shooter this season. That last foul on Ava Guyton, her first, and the team's third. And Whiting hits both those free throws, and about a 5-minute scoring drought for BYU. And Whiting is the takeaway, and a whistle. Whiting from distance, that's a rare triple from her. Bodies hit the deck, offensive rebound, and Barber's foul. Barber, a 2-time All-State player out of Rigby, Idaho, the freshman who was actually coached by Amber Whiting's husband when Cambry was a little younger. Hawkeyes slow it down. Final seconds of the first. Stremlo, guarded by Whiting, and a whistle against Whiting. That is only the third team foul against BYU, so simply a side out for the Hawkeyes. Falter inbounds. Gets it in. Stuelke from the corner. Stuelke buries it.
And the Hawkeyes are fired up after this bucket from Hannah Stuelke. Time running down. Baseline jump shot. Butter. Hawkeyes up 6. Did a good job of getting the looks that they wanted. Hannah Stuelke heating up and knocking down some shots. And honestly, they just really need to fix the turnovers.
9 first quarter turnovers for Iowa. The opening trip after the miss by Stuelke. There's Gibb, works inside and muscles it in. There's a falter. Key role player last couple of seasons. Now in a starting role. McCabe, 8 to shoot. And a whistle away from the basketball as Stremlo came plowing down the lane. There's Congdon. Former Utah Miss Basketball in her first season at BYU as Gillespie works inside, turned away by O'Grady. O'Grady down low, lays it in.
That's a tough finish from O'Grady. She did a lot of that yesterday, just doing her work early, catching deep in the post, so all she has to do is turn and finish.
O'Grady had 18 points yesterday. Here's the triple for Davenport. Falter. Searching for O'Grady. Handoff, a falter, baseline with the reverse.
Nice little give and go action. Falter, a high IQ player, finds success along the baseline.
Dan Jensen said a falter is starting to look like her old self. She underwent a surgical scope in her knee in October as that triples off and brought in by Stuelke. O'Grady, double comes. Kick out for Guyton. Swing. McCabe, wide open. She will rarely miss a look that open. Gibb bumped off the window, nearly converted, but she will shoot two.
Exactly. It takes time to build the chemistry and get on the same page. Part of why some of these turnovers are happening is they're just having some growing pains through it.
Here's Guyton, third game of her young college career, coming off of an ACL injury from high school. Stuelke inside, off the window, and fouls. Davenport from distance, halfway home, and McCabe the rebounds.
It's a good look for BYU. They've just been a little cold.
Both teams have gone over 3 minutes without scoring. Mulaney. She's gotten off to a hot start in her freshman season. What a feed! Feuerbach backdoor for two.
Yeah, awesome cut by Feuerbach. Caught her defender looking at the ball.
That triple off from Congdon. Hayden. Oh, the spin. Hayden. 2 free throws for Ava Hayden, who is the first Oregonian to play basketball for the Hawkeyes. Native of Sherwood, Oregon, 63rd ranked recruit nationally by ESPN. Misses the second. About a 17-second difference, shot clock to game clock. BYU has gone over 5 minutes without scoring. Whiting changes that.
Again, she is really good on the drive. Nifty little dribble. And
Feuerbach. Hawkeyes holding for the final shot. A falter. Cross court. Mulaney catching fire. Clanks it. Rebound tapped around. Brought in. Contact, but no foul. And that brings us to halftime. It's a low-scoring duel in our final game of the day. Iowa playing for the second straight game without a primary ball handler and Lucy Olson. Just to reiterate how big of a loss that is, she was the third leading scorer in college basketball last year behind the duo of Caitlin Clark and Juju Watkins. Now in year one at Iowa. First team foul of the third quarter against either team. Both teams looking to go 2-0 in Cancun. It was a win yesterday for Iowa over Rhode Island, 69-62. BYU took down Rice, 63-51. Same 5 on the floor that we saw to start the game as it's flipped up and out by Emma Calvert. Falter finds the rolling O'Grady, who lays it in. O'Grady, one of a handful of players who has really been asked to step up quite a bit for Iowa this season. He has answered that call. Taylor Stremolo with Olsen out. She has been the primary ball handler for Iowa in Cancun. There's a kick out for Feuerbach. That 3 falls. BYU just 19 points, shooting a mere 19% from the field. They have 12 turnovers. As Whiting kicks, there's a catch and fire 3, and that goes. First bucket of the third quarter for the Cougars.
And see, that was an open, driving kick, catch and shoot, 3-point shot. This team can knock those down consistently. Davenport knocks down her second, but you've got to create and generate those better looks.
Just the second made 3 of the game for BYU. That triple off from Sydney Falter. Whiting all the way, spins it off the iron, and Falter pushes. Falter, catch and fire, that goes! You have to love a Falter misses a 3, and then at the very next possession, nothing but nylon from distance.
Yeah, you know you're going to get those opportunities. You got to shoot with confidence.
Aaron Feed. Did Gibb get there? No. Backcourt violation. Yesterday put up 63 points against the Rice Owls. Today just 22 points. As O'Grady lets it fly, follows her own miss. Great hustle by Addi O'Grady. Oh, the spin. A Falter finds O'Grady, and she buries it. 4 of their 7 opponents under 60 points, and they are very much on track to do that again today against BYU.
Yeah, I mean, 22 points midway through the third. That's a tough outing.
These two teams wrapping up their respective stays in Cancun with this game. But we do have 2 more games tomorrow. Calvert knocks down the second. Iowa leads it by 12. Stifling defense has been a key for them today. They've started to find some offensive success as well in this third. Stuelke with 8. Stuelke. Kick out. Guyton skips it. A Falter gives it back. Guyton left it short. An offensive rebound and a foul. Who has developed into a leader for this Iowa team. Jan Jensen said that Falter learned a lot from watching Kate Martin over the years. To a 14-point Iowa lead. There's Gibb, who has been silenced by this Hawkeye defense. Cannon. Calvert from the mid-range. Big bucket for Calvert.
Nice. Like the driving kick action. Calvert showing not only does she have to be on the block, but she can also hit from the short corner.
Guyton, catch and fire, and the freshman connects.
Notice how quick that ball movement was for the Hawkeyes. And then
And an
defensively, man, Hannah Stuelke, is that her third charge of the game?
Largest lead of the game for Iowa. Here's Guyton fresh off the triple. Pulls up, silky smooth, Aaliyah Guyton. Transition, air ball from Davenport. It's saved. Cannon goes down, bodies at the deck, and a held ball sends it down to the Hawkeyes.
Hawkeyes just going on a run here. Guyton with the nice pull up along the baseline.
And we are seeing Guyton develop that confidence. At a slow start to her college career against Washington State. Remember, though, she was coming back from a torn ACL. It was her first time playing in a while since her high school career. 7 points last game and a 5-0 run by herself. Last couple of possessions. Oh, she throws it away. Gibb shoves it ahead, and it's laid in by Cannon. That's a freshman-to-freshman connection for the Cougars.
Yeah, I mean, that's the easiest offense we've seen BYU create today.
Team that entered this tournament averaging 72 points per game. There's Stuelke from distance. It's her second triple of the day.
And I'm sure it's still not where Coach Jensen would like it, but like you said, much improved.
Whiting lets it fly and connects.
Good shot by Whiting. You could tell she took her time. Make sure she had perfect form on that.
Iowa can hold for the final shot. Stramolo under some duress from Whiting. Stramolo has to cook. Stramolo pull up off the iron. Whiting the rebounds. Great quarter court heave is well short. And we head to the final 10 minutes of basketball.
You know, Stuelke really needs to remain a versatile 3-4 player. And then obviously we know her ability to take the ball off of the bounce and score. So it's only allowing her to be a more diverse weapon offensively for the Hawkeyes.
Start of this fourth quarter, Iowa leads it by 15 over BYU. This has been a defensive masterclass for the Hawkeyes. We're having to play without the All-American Lucy Olson, the Villanova transfer in year one.
And Feuerbach here trying to cut her off, but gives her a little bit of a bump.
Feuerbach picks up her second personal, team's first of the fourth. Calvert has it knocked away. Gibb lost it, and a turnover, and again. Entry feed, knocked down. Stuelke has to power her way to the cup. Kick out. Stramolo kept her foot down. Stramolo turned back, and a shot clock violation. Turnover number 20 committed by Iowa. Stramolo, the freshman, has had to play significant minutes in Cancun with Lucy Olson out. Gibbs' feet intercepted. Here is Stramolo, floats it. O'Grady underneath, gets it to go.
Nice, really nice awareness there from the passer. There was no help defense, so the lob over the top was open for O'Grady.
8 points for Addi O'Grady as Calvert way off in the triple. Again looking for O'Grady. O'Grady against a double team, doesn't matter. There's a three ball. Congdon converts.
Good execution out of the baseline, out of bounds. Congdon been a little quiet here today. They could use more of her.
BYU knocking down its fourth triple of the game. O'Grady. 10 points for O'Grady, 5 of 7 shooting. So efficient from the fields as Congdon splashes another one, and BYU's within 13.
Look at Congdon getting hot here in the fourth quarter. Back-to-back triples.
Congdon's a veteran. She has seen it all in her 6th year of college basketball. McCabe, step back from distance. Oh yes! Taylor McCabe, an instant answer. Whiting off the screen. Nehezi, Whiting, too much. And she's slow to get back. Stuelke on the attack, turned away, gets it back, and one! Hannah Stuelke, too strong.
Relentless is Hannah Stuelke on the boards. Strong move, got her shot blocked, then got the rebound and went back up through the defense. Bringing the energy for the Hawkeyes.
Hannah Stuelke puts her team back up by 18. She has 16 points. Needs all scores in this one, though she's off in the free throw. Stuelke, one of the nation's best forwards, as Cannon flings up the triple, no, and Stuelke has the rebounds. That's her 8th. Here's McCabe from distance, another one. Taylor McCabe heating up.
McCabe is a lights-out three-point shooter if you give her space. Right back at it, though, in the mid-range is Congdon.
Congdon getting going to the 4th. And Taylor McCabe for Iowa, a career 45% three-point shooter. McCabe inside, that feed intercepted.
Yeah, McCabe telegraphed that pass. Davenport read it well.
Kick out. It's Congdon again! Hawkeye Nation enjoying this one. They're a couple minutes away from moving to 2-0 in Cancun, as Guyton brings it across the timeline. O'Grady, free throw line. Addi O'Grady has 12. Addi O'Grady patiently waited her turn as a reserve the last few years. Now getting her time to shine. Physical screen as Congdon steps into it, and Congdon Guyton from the corner, that three goes.
Must remember to guard the inbounder on baseline out of bounds plays. Guyton was really ready to catch and shoot right away.
A career high for Guyton. It's just the 3rd game of her career. She's coming off of a torn ACL. It's her 3rd game back in her freshman season, blossoming at Cancun. Three ball, Feuerbach makes it rain.
With seeing different players step up, I think Hannah Stuelke finding some confidence in shooting her three. McCabe getting in the action today. Falter looked solid as always. And then Guyton, again, really valuable minutes for the freshman Guyton to get comfortable with the squad on the floor. So I think you're just seeing a unit that's trying to gain chemistry and that clearly can knock down shots from the outside.
Anchor goes in. Back to a 20-point ball game. As Guyton accelerates to the cup off the mark. There's Naya Tanuvasa, the Highland, Utah native. Skips it across. Triple off Gyamfi. The rebound. And Iowa can hold. Aaliyah Guyton will hold on to it. Perhaps fitting that it's her with the ball in her hands. We are watching a freshman blossom. 11 points for her. Stuelke leads the way for Iowa with 16. And the Hawkeyes without Lucy Olson, the All-American. A 2-0 trip in Cancun and a 20-point win, 68-48.